Well, today's job is a TVR Tuscan. You can see there's the original door card in this particular vehicle. Dashboard. The car currently has a Pioneer singled in head unit in situ in the middle of the dashboard there. A 6-disc changer is also installed in the boot of the vehicle. Looking across there, you can see the driver's door. The plan with this vehicle is to do a set of doorbells but still complement the look and style of the car, which is quite unique, individually styled, lovely shapes and lines in the car. So we're going to complement the looks and try and give the customer an audio experience to hopefully be able to compete with the engine tone. So the plan is to have a doorbell at the forward end there of the door cards. This one now been changed to accept a front, mid-bass, driver and tweeter. We're going to amplify them, sound deaden the doors, try and get real impact in the front of the car. The car currently only has 2 small speakers. Don't know if this will be able to pick them up in the back of the vehicle, just but you can't see there. In behind the headrest there's 2 sort of little 4-inch coaxial mids. Just come round to the outside of the vehicle so you can see them in the back there. They'll be replaced with the more powerful dynamic front end. We're also going to add a subwoofer to the car once we get the car apart here, and a JL Audio digital XD amplifier. The car is also getting an Alpine fold-out screen with navigation, phone kit, iPod, and that will all be installed. So the next few clips will be taking the car apart, begin to the sound deadening process, and run a video diary of how the project all comes together and ties up. But there we have it, TVR Tuscan, full audio upgrade while trying to keep it in theme with the current look, but more importantly make it sound awesome. Now I have the door card off the Tuscan, and you can see the back of the original door card, which is all one piece fiberglass panel, one solid section. So the front part of this portion of the door actually attaches to the fiberglass, and inside the door is almost like some sort of a waterproof sheet here, and allowing you access into the actual mechanism on the door, into the window controls, which will now be applied with some sound deadening materials to try and take away any resonance. Tuck that back in, make the build to house the speaker, house the driver, and refit the doors once they've been amended. A slight change of plan. Looks like we're now looking at using JL Audio XD 400/4, and JL Audio is not premium but not far away, C5 range. We're going for the C5 coaxial and a forward location in the door, mounted rigidly to a door build, and then use the rear channels on the amplifier to drive the subwoofer. Here we have the TVR Tuscan midway through the work. The doorbells have now been done and trimmed, and have gone to be trimmed with the perfect colour match for the back of the doors and the shelf there. They're all prepared for the subwoofer, amplifier, and door cards off, head unit out. It's going to be replaced with the new Alpine fold-out screen with navigation, Bluetooth, all the bells and whistles. And then again, in behind, fiberglass panels and the doors are just all about to be treated with sound deadening. But one TVR Tuscan being prepared and midway through the installation process. Back to the Tuscan, TVR Tuscan. Now you can see the foundation and floor section of the sub box come together. The back section and the layered MDF in the floor to give it foundation and make it solid. Here is the door build ready to be applied to the vehicle. Quite a change from the original look, but still kept the same lines. Rebuilt the whole lower portion of the door card and then had it trimmed in a matching material, and now houses the JL Audio C5 coaxial in the front of the casing, colour coded grills. Door card ready to go on. Just need to treat the back of the door card to a little bit of Dynamat onto the fiberglass door card panel, just to try and accentuate any rattles or vibrations, just to try and get rid, to ensure we get a nice good mid bass and attack from the front speakers. A bit more on the TVR. I don't know if we can pick it up very well, but in behind the rear original speaker there, we have conduit, which inside the conduit has cabling, which we've managed to run internally through the car in through the fiberglass sills. So the cable comes down the sills, down along, and then again we can pick it up, but down in the kick well there, from the battery, which is actually under the passenger side front wheel arch. So straight from the battery, down the car, in conduit, through the sill, up through, in behind the B pillar, through into the back and then into the boot, all in conduit. Nice, neat, tidy, secure, and then the cable runs into the back. So now we're going to move on to installing the battery and run the cables into the doors. There we have it. That's the door cards on the TVR now on and in place. Cables in through the door, individually marked. Although the car is running coaxials, it runs like a conventional component system with a crossover run to dedicated mid and tweeter portion of the door. The cables are through. All of the cabling, we managed to get all of the wiring for the car, power cables, RCA leads, all through the space, internal space in the sills, through the main frame. Passes through from the battery, which is located in behind the front wheel arch, down the sill of the car, up through this portion, and into the rear quarter panels, round into the back, so all hidden. It's a subwoofer in place and colour coded. Had to also come through the door through a grommet. You can't see very well there. Had to make your own grommet, ran the cable through from the inside of the car in through the door casing, wrapped it in, and came in through a grommet and wrapped it in snakeskin. The passenger side door card from the TVR Tuscan. There you'll see but the actual door card itself is fiberglass. So all the back of the fiberglass treated with Dynamat extreme sound deadening to try and take as much resonance out of it as we can, because the actual mid-bass part of the speaker is actually attached to the door frame, to the actual door build I should say. So that's the door card rear portion fully sound deadened, and there you can see a bit better the feeds coming through for the mid-bass and the tweet, and through the original sort of curtain protection, damp proofing there, and the outside of the fiberglass is also treated with Dynamat Extreme.